The steepness here is very important because it is one of the factors of what we call the microclimate of these vineyards. Here, this is a very typical example. This vineyard is pretty steep, It's 100% south facing. That means as more south facing the vineyard is, as more you have sunshine from morning to evening, that means it's a warm vineyard. As steeper it is, as more direct inclination of sunshine into the soil, that means warms up the soil again. Is a very good soil for agriculture, a very good soil for wine growing. The middle part is usually the steepest one, and here it is not as cold as it is up there. As higher you get, as cooler it gets. So from that point of view, and if you look to the bottom, that's rather flat. There you have a bad inclination. So from that point of view, if we differentiate between the first piece of the vineyard, which is rather flat, and the steeper piece. We usually, stop here where it starts getting steep, and we vinify it separately. The challenge about harvest is all about the selection. We have a lot of botryticized fruit, that means noble rot, and we have healthy fruit here, as you see in here, and so the challenge is always to do the right selection. We don't want to pick everything in one bucket. We want to differentiate between the noble sweet and the noble rotten grapes and the healthy grapes. And that's all about. And that's the reason that the people have here 2 buckets with them. Sometimes we have even a 3rd bucket with them if we do the very high-end Trockenbeerenauslese or TBA selection. Now what we do, we get all the botrytis out, all the noble rot here on these grapes. We select it out, basically like here. And then you have only healthy grapes left here. And the healthy grapes, this is going into the black bucket over there. And that is basically, we want to differentiate because with the noble rot or the botryticized grapes, we do only noble sweet wines. Beerenauslese or Auslese. Auslese means selection because we select the botrytis out and do either an Auslese, which means selection, or Beerenauslese, which means individual berry or botryticized selection. And the healthy grapes, this is rather for what we call cabinet, or later in 2 weeks, if the healthy grapes are a little bit more riper, then it is Spätlese, or later, because it's later harvested, it's 2 weeks later harvested. And then very much of the beginning of the harvest, the healthy grapes are still a little bit lower in ripeness, but very fresh, have a nice acidity, very, green, as you see. With 2 weeks more hang time, you will see that the green grapes turn more into this yellowish. They look more yellowish, more riper. You see it, and that because of the higher sweetness and longer assimilation, because the leaves are still green, they can still assimilate sugars, and then the healthy grapes are a little bit sweeter. And that is what we call Spätlese, or later harvested Rieslings. But then Auslese and Beerenauslese are already botryticized. This is the red bucket selection, the 100% botryticized grapes. Yeah, that should be Beerenauslese quality. And this is then the black bucket, where only the healthy fruit is selected. This is the result of a whole morning. 4 hours work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 buckets. With 40 people. We're talking about 100 cases. That's already $3,000 of picking costs on it. We're already up to $3 a bottle only for the harvest.